Oh hi, it's Peter and welcome to the video. Right now I'm just outside Scarborough railway station, and what I'm going to be doing today is taking the train from Scarborough to Whitby. Now you might think this is just going to be a leisurely journey up the Yorkshire coast, nice views etc, but it's not. It's going to take nearly 4 hours to do it, and it's going to involve 3 connections, and it's going to be some of the tightest connections I've ever encountered. Coupled with that, it's also weather. I'm behind a shelter from the absolute torrential rain that's going on at the moment. The funny thing is that Scarborough and Whitby are only 20 miles from each other, and yet there's no direct rail line between them. I'm going to look at today why that is.
If you notice anything suspicious, please speak to a member of staff or text the British.
Technology.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Yeah.
If you're leaving the train, take a moment to check you have everything with you. Say it.
Manchester Victoria. Train has 1 more stateroom available.
Please familiarise yourself with the information.
I realise when I get to Eagles Cliff I'm only getting another 4-minute connection time. I did have a 5-minute connection time. I've just checked the train line app and now it's been delayed by 1 minute, so... I'm now at Eagles Cliff station. So we've gone from Scarborough to York in a southwesterly direction, and now we come up north, up towards Middlesbrough at Eagles Cliff. So we're kind of making like a triangular route. Alright, how you doing? Alright, yeah. One concern that I have is when I was down in York, I heard on the announcements that there have been quite a few trains delayed due to the heavy rainfall. So I'm really hoping our train isn't the next one. So I'm at a very wet Middlesbrough railway station. I've got a short wait here before I can get my next train, which is down to Whitby. So there did actually used to be a line between Whitby and Scarborough, but it got closed in March 1965. It was part of the Beeching cuts, where Dr. Beeching, the head of British Rail, had to cut costs. So he got rid of some lines between towns, and one of them was the Whitby to Scarborough line. The reason for the closure of the line was firstly because the line was too over-reliant on holidaymakers in the summer using the line between Whitby and Scarborough, and secondly because of the growing number of motorists on the roads. There were less passengers on trains. Right, got some very bad news. So my train to Whitby's been cancelled. I couldn't quite understand what they said in the announcement of why it'd been cancelled, but it has. And there's not going to be another train till 6 PM. Hiya. My train's been cancelled.
We won't wait for the Whitby.
The Whitby one, yeah.
Yeah, they're in the process of sorting road transport, so they're not going to leave you stranded, but you're not going to be going on a train. So we're just waiting for Northern to ring us to see what they've got arranged in terms of alternative transport. If you want to wait in the waiting room there for us, we've kind of put everybody sort of in there so that everybody's in one place, so that once we get the information we can come and pass it on.
Alright, you're just going to hear it in the tannoy or something?
No, one of us will come in and speak to you, because we've put everybody who's been up and spoken, my colleague's been out and kind of rounded as many people up as possible. So if you want to wait in the waiting room, just here, it's nice and warm.
And 1. Cycle spaces in zones 6 and 1.
1 hour later.
So they're now expecting, they said to be here by 4:30 at the latest. 4:30 at the latest. So it could be by quarter past 5:30. They're saying basically, this is Middlesbrough's gridlocked at the moment due to all the flooding. But
Is it with Peter? Welcome to very cold and wet Whitby. In total, that journey from Scarborough to Whitby took me 5 hours. That last delay at Middlesbrough was over 2 hours. What I'm going to do now is get local buses from Whitby to Scarborough and see how long that takes and do a comparison. I'm dreading to see how much this journey has cost me. I'm really hoping that this last leg of the journey is going to be delay free, because I'm getting pretty tired of delays. Single Scarborough, please. Cheers, thanks. Thanks, have a nice evening. See ya. I'm now back at Scarborough railway station, and for the first time today it stopped raining. That round trip took a whopping 7 hours. The bus journey we were just on took 1 hour and 10 minutes, whilst the train journey, if I hadn't had those massive delays, would have taken me 3 hours 45 minutes, which is over 3 times the length of the bus journey. Look at the cost. The cost of that bus journey was a mere £3, whilst the cost of that total train journey cost me £36. But then if you take into account that Uber I had to get because of the massive delays, it was well over £70. I did some digging and actually found that there isn't actually that much support for a direct rail line between Whitby and Scarborough. I did a bit more investigating and found that building a direct rail line would be a bit of a logistical and engineering nightmare. Because of the terrain, because of the coastline and because of the steep hills, it'd be a very slow line and it would take forever to build. If there was a direct line between the two towns, it would just really be just a bonus. Why would you take all that time and effort and money to build a rail track when it's not much faster than the bus service anyway? Right, thanks so much for watching. I need to get back to my car and warm up a bit because I am freezing. I've got a long drive back to Manchester now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.